right, here we go. A rocking and a rolling. Episode number 20 of the Cole and Austin Hour. My name's Cole Strasburg.
Austin.
And let's do this thing. So I've got a problem today, Austin.
What's your problem?
I got to meet my sister's boyfriend for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Happening in a couple hours. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this.
You gonna be a dickhead?
Well, I mean, I'd like to be, but I'm 27 at this point. And I don't know, she's 24-ish. I think that's how old she turned. Because we're having her birthday party today. And, yeah, I'm assuming he's around the same age. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Nice. Well, I hope everything goes well. I don't have to worry about that because my sister's a lesbian. So we're good to go.
Lucky you.
Yep, we are good.
Yeah, no, I was talking to my dad about it. And he was like, well, hey, you can't be the asshole. And I was like, what? Why not? And he was like, because I'm her dad. I get to be the asshole. And I was like, you got me there. I can't beat you on that one. You're right.
No, you could kind of be a dick.
I could.
You could throw a couple shots here and there.
I might. Nah. We'll see. If he's a nice guy.
You could be like, I can't wait to take my girlfriend out to dinner and pay for both of us tonight.
Oh,
like,
I told you about that.
Yeah, you could just throw a little clean shot like that. Nothing hurtful.
I like that one.
Could you imagine? Okay. Fast forward, you got a daughter.
Yeah.
How are you going to feel if your daughter came home and the boy made her pay for the dinner?
I would tell her, don't even bring him home to meet me here. I don't want to see that guy's face.
Oh, okay.
That's
old school.
Well, I mean, I'm just like, seriously?
Yeah.
You take a girl out to dinner and then you make her pay for half of it? If that's just not the most pathetic shit I've ever heard of.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's sad. I think it's a turning point of just how generations are going now.
I guess. My mom was asking me that same exact thing. And my mom and grandma both, they were like, because when they heard about it, they were both just kind of like, is this a generational thing or what's like?
I don't know. So, okay, my thing is, I don't care if you're with someone and you pay half and half.
Yeah.
Like, say, I take someone out, pay the dinner, and then we've been together for 6-8 months, and she wants to pay for something. I'll be like, yeah, you want to get dinner? Sure. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But the first couple times, come on.
Well,
you got to do it.
I'm saying, if you're in a legit relationship, and you guys kind of make a deal, then that's a deal. Yeah, sure. But if it's you go out to dinner and then he's like, yeah, I want you to pay for half of this, I'd be like,
that's fucked up.
Or if it was a first or second date and he says beforehand, hey, we're going to go to, because here's the other thing. He likes to go to, I don't know if he or my sister, they like to go up to Seattle to some expensive ass places. Oh. And I'm just thinking holy hot dog, motherfucker. If you're saying hey, let's go up to Seattle, but I want you to pay for half of this. I'm just, dude, 2 and 2 equals 5 in this scenario to me. That doesn't, because it doesn't make sense to me either, right?
Yeah.
It don't fucking make sense.
Well, yeah.
I don't
definitely
understand.
I just don't get how, and your first choice is expensive food. If I'm taking a girl out to Bellevue, I better have been with her ass for
because God knows we ain't going to Seattle.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you notice how I didn't say Seattle?
Yeah.
I would squash that shit. You ain't getting Seattle out of me. It's gross, dude. I would go to the ocean for a getaway, a weekend.
Yeah.
That would be something you could do. But always going to Seattle for dinner, ugh.
Yeah. No, I've been to the ocean a few times. We've been to Long Beach. We've been to Ocean Shores. We've been down to Seaside. We've been all over that goddamn coastline. It's a lot of fun, I tell you what.
It's been a while.
So, yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this whole meeting my goddamn sister's boyfriend.
You'll be all right. You're a grown-ass man. I'm sure okay. Honestly, knowing you, dude, you're probably going to be sitting there. You're going to have that little fucking slouched-ass face looking shit going. You're gonna be
what the fuck is that?
Hold on, and then fucking as soon as he walks in, he's gonna be like, hey, I'm so and so, and you're gonna be like, hey man, nice to meet you, I'm Cole. All right. And do some fucking... Dude, you always do this weird shit if you have a cup in your hand. Whether it's full or not, you're like acting like you're checking for some shit.
Do I?
Yeah, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to leave. And then that's going to be it. That's the only thing you're going to say to that dude all night.
I've never noticed that. You're so right. I always do that. If I'm in like a scenario and I want to get the fuck out, I'm just kind of like,
yeah, dude, you...
All right, I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, you literally could have just filled up your drink. And that bitch would have been full, and you'd have been sitting there like, yep, I need more.
Time to go get a drink.
Yep. Yeah, dude, you're an awkward motherfucker if people don't know you.
Oh, which is funny because we went to school for communications, and I'm at least kind of decent at talking to people. I'm a bartender, for God's sake.
Well, you opened up in college because college was more your scene. High school, you know, you always got to have like groups, I guess you'd say. And you stuck to your group. I mean, I don't really fucking know what your group was because
it was the whole class because I was senior class president, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Dude, since I've gotten to know you, I'd have never thought you'd be a class president, running a radio show, doing communications, seeing all the shit that we had to do for classes and like how open you had to be. Bruh, I'd have never thought.
How open I had to be.
Oh, I fucking wasn't open. When did I ever?
I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I went in front of the camera like 3 times. And then after that, I just ran the back. I always wanted to do like the...
Which is funny because I feel like you did it about 3 weeks in a row or something because everyone was like, why is Austin always on the goddamn anchor? And you were like, I'm just good at it, motherfucker.
Dude. For real, because it was the last quarter. It was when we were kind of higher up in Newswatch.
Yeah.
And I'd just be sitting there, and I did my 1 week of anchoring. So I was like, all right, dude, now all I got to do is the cameras or the buttons.
Got to just hang out now and have some fun.
Got to hang out now, because honestly, people think being on camera is easy. Fuck that, dude.
I thought it was fun.
Dude, you fucked up so hard.
I did, but I still enjoyed it.
Remember when they spelled out the .com? The website. That was... Oh, man.
Have you ever spelled out the letter W and then tried to read that 3 times in a row? www.4H fucking horse academy.com.
Yeah, it's not as easy. It was rough because your ass literally went blank mode and you were just reading off the script and you trusted other people.
I did. And then I come across a completely written out website. Not like, here's what you got to picture, folks. Don't even picture like when you look at your browser and you see www. whatever the website name is. No, picture someone literally wrote out the words www. whatever .com. And I'm like... Yeah. Get the fuck.
Yep. And they put actually like AT for at.
Yeah.
Instead of the little at.
I'm like
symbol. It was brutal.
It's at this point, it's 2018 or whatever. It's early 2019. I don't know what the fuck year it is. What's going on? I know how to read a website.
That's when we were co-anchoring.
It was, and I
remember
pissed.
sitting there and I was like looking at it and I was like, "Yeah, god damn!" And then you were trying to read it and I was like,
and you were like, "I knew this motherfucker couldn't read, but holy shit!"
Oh, dude, I was just pumped that I didn't have to read that.
Whew, that was rough. And then we cut to commercial, and literally it was like, and cut. Austin, I don't know if I can do this shit, man. Like,
dude, I looked at you. I was like, you could do it.
You were like, get your shit together. Yeah, it's like, okay. Where's the Jaeger?
Yeah, but then you yelled at whoever was the production manager, I think.
I did, actually. I was like, who the fuck wrote that website out? Dude, that pissed me off.
I can't remember who it was.
It was probably Sean.
But well, that was who was in my head, but I didn't want to say it. But
fuck that guy.
That's fair.
Well, no one. Sean could be anyone at this point. We went to school with a kid named Sean. My manager's named Sean. I mean, there's all kinds of Seans in this world, so it doesn't matter if I just use the name.
Remember when Garrett was in the wheelchair?
Yes.
And Sean pissed Garrett off.
And he's like, turn it and burn it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, dude. I think he put a little mark in the floor with his little wheel. Yeah, he did a little skid mark. But
dude, that was the funniest shit. That electric scooter that he had. Holy Jesus Christ, that was hilarious.
He was on it for like most of the time.
Well, he got stabbed in the leg or some shit.
No, I know, but I'm saying
up.
He had it most of the time.
Oh yeah,
but he didn't, because he didn't get it off till like a couple months before we left.
I'm just telling you, I'll never forget. And I know I've already told this story once on the podcast, but when you had a goddamn walker and he had a cane or vice versa or whatever, and you guys, you crippled ass looking motherfuckers were walking around school, and I'm like walking all slow and whatnot so I can walk and talk with you guys. I'm like, Jesus, I need to break my legs or something so I fit in here. What's going on?
Dude, they were both like pretty brutal stories.
I know. You got in a car accident and he got jumped by some gang member or something.
In Ellensburg.
Yeah. Some Ellensburg gang member.
Yeah, had fucking cowboy boots and hats on.
Motherfucker. Pah!
Yep. Remember, was that Blue Saloon? Is that what that place was called?
Blue Rock?
Blue Rock.
Blue Rock.
Blue Saloon.
Blue Saloon. No, you're thinking of Red Horse, the other color.
Oh, yeah.
The one we did that silly story at with the motorcycle gang.
Dude, Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursdays was a thing in Ellensburg.
That was a dangerous day.
Everybody was going to the bar trying to bang someone that night.
I remember seeing a cop tackle the shit out of a dude.
Oh, what?
Out front of Club 301.
No shit.
Because everybody would go to Blue Rock.
Yeah.
And then it would close at like midnight or some shit like that.
I very rarely went out.
Well, okay. Apparently. Dude, you went out. Shut up.
I did, but I didn't go out enough to remember the, like.
Anyways, we were outside of Club 301. Club 301. And I saw this dude, like, trying to cut the line. And then he ran out of the line. And fucking this cop just, boom, like, just spared him.
Why? Is that
I don't know if he was, like, trying to cut somebody or, like, starting a fight or something, but he made it to the entrance, and that was about it. And then ever since then, cops were always sitting out there. They were just like security guards. You had the security guard who was checking the IDs.
Yeah.
And then you had fucking like 2-3 cops just posted right there. I was like, hey.
I don't know if we ever talked about this, but remember Garrett's birthday and I showed up after work in my work clothes and I was in like all blacked out because I worked at the truck stop. And I walked to the very front of the line, and that club was fucking slammed. And the guy's like, yeah, you're not getting in. And I was like, wait, I got this card that my friend gave me. He said it's his birthday, and he was like, all right, hold on. And he, like, peeked inside, and Garrett came walking right to the front at that time. It was perfect timing. He was like, hey, Cole, come on in. Hey, I know this guy. And he was like, all right, come on in. I was like, oh, shit.
Dude, was so wild because when you look at Garrett, you would have never thought he'd have that authority.
He's walking around with that cane because he
had a fucking Christmas suit on. Remember that little? It was the Santa suit.
Yes, of course I remember that.
It was bad.
The whole line of like 50 people were standing there, dudes and chicks, and they were all just like,
nice.
What the fuck? They were pissed. Like, sorry, ladies. I got other things to do.
Well, we made a Red Horse our spot after we did that story on it.
That was fun. I'm not going to lie. We did that story about the white supremacist gang. And
I was kind of upset it didn't get as much of a reaction. It got more negative reaction than
Did you even catch what I just said?
What?
I said we did that story on the white supremacist gang.
We did?
It was a motorcycle gang in Ellensburg, which, I mean, potato, it sounds like.
Okay. This motherfucker. But dude, not every motorbike gang is fucking racist.
That's true. I just feel like because, Sturgis happens and you see, I just read an article where it was like cops do sting at Sturgis, find 9 pedophiles. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Literally just read that headline last night.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah, no. I apologize, motorcycle gangs of Ellensburg. Not everyone is.
Dude, they're just having a fucking beer. Listening to some other, dudes, I was about to say.
So I remember interviewing one of those guys, and he's like, oh, no, I love riding my motorcycle. I fucking love riding my motorcycle. And I'm like, oh, yeah, what do you like most about it? And he's like, I don't like regular vehicles. And I'm like, why is that? And he's like, I feel like I'm in a cage. I feel like I'm trapped. I like being on the bike and feeling the wind in my face and the freedom of it. And I'm like, okay, but don't you feel like cars might be a little bit safer if you get in an accident? And he's like, oh no, I feel caged up in a vehicle. I was like,
dude, where was that in the news story?
I don't
How'd
know.
I fucking put that in there?
I wasn't recording that. I just remember standing there talking to one of them. I had
like old motorcyclists growing dementia day by day.
He was like, I don't like feeling trapped while I'm traveling on the open roads. And I'm like, you must call yourself a sovereign citizen when you get pulled over and say you don't need a license to drive.
What do you say to that?
Sovereign citizens are the ones that like don't actually have driver's license, but when they get pulled over and the cop comes up and walks to them, they pull out the stack of papers to say, well, according officer to RCW number whatever, as long as I am a traveling so-and-so, I don't need a license to drive. I'm a legal this and that. And it's just
how hard is it to pay for a license?
It's just the people that think that they can outsmart the law kind of thing, and or maybe not outsmart the law, but they're just like think that they're better than it. I don't know the thought process that go into people like that, but I've seen too many videos where they get pulled over and they're like, I don't need a license because they always go this route of saying like they're a traveling person, and if they're traveling, it doesn't matter how they're traveling or some shit like that. I've never actually looked into it myself, but as long as they consider themselves like a traveling person or whatever, they can go however they want. And so that's how they try to loophole the whole, like, I don't have a driver's license, but I can still
fucked up
travel with this vehicle. Basically, it's like, are you fucking stupid? What's going on here? So,
dude, speaking of laws,
yeah,
have you seen Australia?
Is everyone getting like locked down and cops roaming or military roaming the streets and shit?
Yeah, cops with no mask are pepper spraying kids with no mask on.
Kids?
Yeah.
They're pepper spraying kids now?
There's videos everywhere.
Like how young are we saying?
Like 12.
Holy shit.
Like kids will be hanging out at the park with no mask on and then fucking
like, oi, get back inside.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they're about to go into another lockdown because they had 800 cases.
Oh shit.
Okay, dude, another lockdown for 800 cases. We get 200K a day.
Well, yeah, but didn't Australia weren't they pretty under control? Didn't have any cases.
Yeah, but now this is just like a power thing. I feel like.
I think
they have not they've been in lockdown this whole time. Pretty much.
I thought when they pretty much had it under wraps.
When it first started, like the first 6 months, it was totally fine. Like they had fans at games, everything was fine. It was like New Zealand, shit was opened up, and then all of a sudden they got 1, 2, and they got like 100 in one day, and then fucking ever since then it's been yanked like the last year.
Holy shit!
Yeah, could you imagine being locked up for a whole year?
No.
I mean, we only have that mask mandate coming back on Monday.
Dude, that's tomorrow.
Bullshit.
I'm not.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I don't know.
Care what anybody says. It's bullshit.
I kind of stopped wearing a mask everywhere, and
so what's the difference now?
Well, no, it's funny because this is what I was going to say. About 2 weeks ago, I noticed. Okay, let me back up a little bit more. I stopped wearing a mask about a month and a half ago, out to everywhere that I would go. Basically, I only wore it to work in the gym. If I went to the store or whatever, I kind of just said I don't really give a shit anymore. Everyone's kind of getting shot up and pricked with this thing, and everyone else is not wearing masks. We're all kind of fucking done with it everywhere I go in my life. And so I stopped wearing a mask, and everyone seemed to not give a shit, and then everything started ramping up again, and then they started talking about using this, bringing the mask mandate back in the last few weeks, and I've noticed the contrast in a month and a half ago where basically no one was wearing masks as to now where the mask mandate is approaching tomorrow. I stopped in the store on the way down here today, and yesterday before I went to work, I stopped in the store. And like I was the only one not wearing a mask now. Yeah, it's kind of gone back to the whole like, oh shit, I feel like the awkward guy sticking out like a sore thumb. People are looking at me funny as I walk into the store here. You know,
that's just because you ugly.
Well, I mean,
Right.
there's that.
Butt ass ugly.
There's that. But I just saying.
All right, no, seriously though. I understand. I went into a couple stores the other day and I was not wearing a mask because nothing's fucking changed in the last 6 months.
Because you're a healthy goddamn young American.
I'm not even going to go into it, dude, because I'm just going to rant about the same shit, different podcast episode. All right, so all I'm saying is nothing's fucking changed in the last 6 months. I don't give a fuck what the case numbers are. I care about hospitalizations and deaths. All right? Just because you fucking went in, got checked up, said, yeah, you got COVID, you went back home. Okay, well, stay the fuck inside then, dog, for a couple days. Get better, drink some water, eat some good food, and then go back outside, get some sunshine.
Here's the way I look at it. And I'm realizing that people in general are starting to get back to this kind of thought process as well. Is if you don't want to go out, don't go out. And if you do, go ahead.
Yeah. Stay inside, dude.
And here's how I know that's starting to kind of slide back to that sort of way is because usually Washington, Oregon, California, we a bunch of bleeding hard ass pussies up here, and they're usually like, hey, let's do everything that we can to kind of like hold the people's hand and spoon feed them, basically help to give them money. But Inslee was like, yeet, we stopping that money shit. We're going back to having people working. So there's at least that. No one's getting paid anymore, any extra benefits or any of that shit.
All federal and state employees, I think, though, have to be mandatory vaccinated by October 15th in Washington State. We have the toughest rule now.
Well, at least people are. This is where, okay.
You will get fired.
I could see what his thought process is. Get everyone shot up and get everyone shot up with the vaccine. Let me correct myself. And get everybody back to work. And he's going to try to be, Washington State's going to try to be like the, check out how how good we are.
Oh yeah, we're real good with our English.
Oh, English. Hey, dude, it's been a while since I woke up in the single digit fucking numbers in the AM, all right?
Such a pussy.
Shut the hell up.
Such a pussy, dude.
Shut up.
Actually, I can't say that because last night after we had our fantasy football draft, dude, I shit you not, I woke up, I was only up for like 4 hours. Boys came over, stayed for a couple more. So really it was like 6-7 hours I was up. And then they were like, hey, we're going to go home. You better be on the box. You better play some games with us. And I was like,
you're like
up on the couch, like, yep. And as soon as they left, I fucking went upstairs. I planted my ass in my bed, and I was like, woke up at 3 a.m.
Jeez.
I've been up ever since.
What have you been doing all day, all morning?
Watching TV.
Watching TV.
Yep.
God damn.
I've just been watching sports, and I watched some YouTube stuff. It was dumb.
Jesus, dude. You're insane.
I read a couple more.
You got the most whack-ass sleep schedule. I couldn't do nights.
It is fucked.
I couldn't work nights, dude.
It is fucked, dude.
I did one double shift at the truck stop where I worked an afternoon, and then I worked the night shift right after, like back to back. Yeah. And I tell you what, that fucked my sleep schedule for like 3 or 4 days. It was like,
oh, bro, you wouldn't last.
Well, I mean, I was up for a ridiculous amount of time. I was up for like 25 or 6 hours or something like that. And I had worked like 17 of it. So I had gone to school all morning, worked my shift all afternoon. They asked me to work the night shift. So I stayed and worked the night shift. So I'd worked like 17 hours in a row. Damn. And had school all day before that. So I was kind of like, who the fuck, where am I? It was bad.
I would remember you'd come home and you smoke such a fat blunt after work. We'd be playing games and we would win like a game or two, and you'd be like, "It's fucking going wild." And you'd work like, because you were working a bunch with John Jordan.
Yes,
they were
sir.
Like long hours, like 12-hour shifts.
Something like that. We were just working late. We were working until like midnight every single night.
Dude, I'd do my homework and then I'd just be sitting there like a dog, waiting on the Xbox. I'd be like,
when are they gonna log in? Then you'd just see like, ding, Cole logged in.
Yeah, and then be like, well, no, because you always kept your shit offline.
Yes, bro, sir. All my friends get pissed about that.
Pisses me off. So, dude, okay, this guy bitches about us never playing games together, and it's like, well, I don't know.
I never bitch.
Hey, bro, we should play Overwatch sometime. We should play some COD sometime. Okay. You fucking know when I'm up, you see my little badge that says online, and then you just sit there and you're like, well, if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. Like, bro, I never fucking know because it always says you're offline.
Whenever I get online and I see your little thing that says you're online, you're always in a party with your friends, and I'm like, well, I ain't going to play FIFA. That's for fucking sure.
Bro, I haven't played FIFA in like 2 months.
I ain't going to play Assassin's Creed because that ain't two-player.
Exactly. I play that by myself. All you have to do is invite me to a party, and then I could be like, okay, I'll save this game, and we'll go play something else.
I've uninstalled Call of Duty.
Did you get?
I haven't played either.
Did you get mad at it? Dude, I uninstalled it, and then I just re-downloaded it last night because everybody's talking about the new gun.
Dude, I'm so over Call of Duty because here's the deal. It was great. Modern Warfare was killer. Probably one of the better Call of Duties that's been out in a long time.
The newer Modern Warfare?
Not the one that came out this year, the one that came out last year.
Not the Black Ops.
Black Ops is terrible. That fucking Call of Duty is a steaming pile of rat shit. I tell you what.
Dude, go back to like episode 1 and you're raving about it.
Was I?
Dude, you're like, oh man, I'm fucking killing in that COD right now.
Well,
continue. But
that was closer to when it came out. That was closer to when it came out, and I was still playing it. But I tell you what, now that I've got some hours under my belt, and I've swept that game under the rug, it was a steam for a Call of Duty. It was a piece of shit. It always was. Modern Warfare was great, and then I understand what they did here with the whole BR version. They merged Warzone with Blackhawks and Modern Warfare.
Why you calling him Blackhawks?
Because it's silly. I don't know. But that was probably a pretty smart move by Activision.
So they just combined the two?
Well, because you ever notice
Instead of releasing a fucking game every 6 months?
Well, because you ever notice how if you want to play Warzone and either doesn't matter if you're playing Modern Warfare or Black Ops, if you load into Warzone, it automatically takes you to the one. Like they are all together. You can use either guns from either game in Warzone. You ever notice that? That's so that was a pretty good idea. And then Warzone turned in to a hot, sweaty lobby full of the most salty, like shitty, just try hard motherfuckers. And here's the deal. It got so bad to where people tried so hard to, if they couldn't win, they said, fuck it, I'll just go download some hacks. And so now you can watch videos on YouTube, and it's basically like, I can't give you exact numbers, but just about 80% of games that I see have cheaters in them. Every Call of Duty Warzone game that I played in the last 3 months, which isn't much now because I've had the game uninstalled for a while, but when I had it installed, every single game I played, I got shit on by hackers. It's like, dude, and here's the thing. Activision doesn't install an anti-cheat software in that game.
I thought they did.
They just like...
And they put cheaters in the cheater lobby.
They don't do shit anymore. They're just like...
Are you bad?
No.
Because I'll admit I'm bad.
I'm
So
terrible.
that's why I don't play it, because I know I suck.
My game's PUBG. I like PUBG. I'm not good.
It's kind of a weak game, but all right.
That's because you suck. Dude.
I'll play FIFA because you suck.
FIFA sucks.
You suck. Wow.
FIFA's literally
It
like.
does suck because it's made by the fucking EA Sports.
I was gonna say FIFA, NBA, the Madden, all those games, NBA Live or whatever it is, made by EA. 2018 copy, 2019 paste. 2019 copy, 2020 paste.
That's fine. They can have my money. For FIFA, it gets me every time. I know it sucks, but I know I'll beat some kids for the first 3 months, and then afterwards I'll be like, yep, fuck this game.
This is what they should do. So they should just come out with Madden Infinite or something. Madden of all time. I don't know. You buy it once, and then you just buy the update every year where they update. Say they need a graphics update in 3 years. You just update the graphics.
Yeah, and they're going to throw the fucking price of what the game would be in general on that update. They would just be like, oh, graphic update, $60.
Here's what they do.
I might as well just bought a new fucking game, bitch.
They dedicate it, exactly. But at this point, you're not buying a new game every year. You're paying the same amount, but you don't actually have to have another fucking case, or say you buy a digital version, you don't have to look at your Xbox and see Madden 18, 19, 20, 21. You don't have to uninstall
I just
fucking
delete
7
the bitch.
games.
I just delete it, bitch.
Well, here's
I got new FIFA coming, so I already deleted the old FIFA. I'm going to take a break.
I think this would be smart on EA's part. They dedicate a team to all season during the actual football season to updating players' stats and all that shit.
They got too many fucking Nimrods to do that.
Well, I'm just saying keep the game updated, and you just pay $5 a month to keep everything updated. It's like a new game every month. You know what I'm saying? It's the same game literally, but they're just updating.
Why the fuck would I pay $5 every month? That's $60 in a year. It's still $60.
But
the price of a fucking game I would buy.
At the beginning of the football season, you buy the update for Madden, and then throughout the season, you pay for them to update it. I could literally see them as a business. No, I
see your point.
I think as a consumer, that's a hot piece of shit idea.
I see your point.
But as a business, fucking money, dude.
Yeah, dude, I see your point completely, but they would never do that because they would just I know you're saying buy one game and then just update it and pay for a monthly or a yearly fee or something.
Yeah.
But the business, literally business 101, I would just be like, okay, so we'll just make that at least the price of what they would have paid anyways in the game, and then honestly, we could try and scooch by and jack it up a little more after a while, and they won't even notice it.
Yeah, see? It's a good idea.
Okay.
As a business.
Yeah, fuck it, do it. I don't give a fuck. Do it.
As a business.
I don't give a fuck.
But you know what? I don't play the EA games, so it doesn't fucking matter. I play Apex, but that's free.
Dude, I tried playing that again last night. I suck.
Dude, I suck at that too.
Suck.
I'm terrible.
Literally, I was a whole fucking clip, dude. I never get how it never puts someone down, and then this one kid's twice, and he gets me, and I'm like,
you know what though? Here's the deal.
How does that happen?
I don't think you could be any worse than the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
In the last 2 games combined, the Mariners have lost by a total score of scoring 4 runs, and the Astros scoring a grand total of 27 runs in the last 2 games. The first one, 3-12. The second one, 1-15. They literally they took the Mariners small, because the Mariners are never going to the playoffs again. They're never going to win a World Series.
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die.
We're gonna croak before that happens. I know, but they literally, the Astros, they went back to Little League and they took the Mariners' little chance of playoff run, and they set it right on the tee, and they went, "Fuck you!" and they hit a home run in the fucking Little Leagues. That's what they did. They teed off on us, and they made us look like a bunch of bitches. What? Okay. As a Mariner, put yourself in Kyle Seager's shoes right now. What are you thinking? What do you do after you lose the second game 1-15 to the Astros? I've been on this team for X amount of years.
You're sitting there thinking, wow, we have exciting moments, but we can't be consistent enough to want me to stay. Like, dude, honestly, everybody's like, oh, it's just next year, no excuse for the Mariners. Like, bro, we've been saying next year for like 15 years. When the fuck is next year going to be the year? Like, you know? And Kyle Seager sitting here is like, bro, I ain't getting younger, all right? I'm getting old. I got 3 kids. I got a wife, all right? She probably wants me at home. Yeah, so I gotta figure something out. Are we going to win a World Series, or do I got to take my family and move them somewhere else to go get a World Series? Bro, if I'm him, I go NL. I go on a strong NL team.
Why is that?
There's just too many. I wouldn't want to play against him in the AL.
Okay.
Because then, knowing us, we'd send him off to like the fucking Yankees or the Red Sox or, you know.
Oh, you're saying send him to the NL?
So we don't have to see him unless we randomly get like a three game series against an NL team.
Okay.
Okay, and then let him have his ride. Let him go do his shit. Because you know the NL is significantly, I think, weaker than the AL. So maybe he gets on a good NL team, and
I don't know. I just
he could probably do Padres. I go Padres if I were him. Go Padres.
Padres are doing pretty good this year, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Just keep him on as a DH or something. No, they don't have DH in that NL because the pitchers hit.
Yeah. Have him go play with Ohtani. That'd be cool.
No, because then he goes to the Angels and he plays us like half the fucking year.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact opposite of what I just fucking said.
I know. I don't care.
I
don't give a shit what happens. I want Kyle Seager to win a World Series no matter what it takes.
I don't want him to win the World Series if it's with an AL West team.
I mean,
why the fuck would I want why would I want one of our rivals to win a World Series?
Because it's Kyle Seager.
I don't give a fuck if it's Kyle Seager. You should have went to another team, bitch. You don't go in the division. Because
the Mariners fucking blow.
I know we blow. That's 100%. We suck.
I mean, yes, I want us to win, but at some point you got to have a backup team to root for, and Kyle Seager's going to be my backup team wherever he goes, all right? Because at some point you're like, well, we're the fucking Cleveland Browns of the goddamn MLB.
You're right, though. I root for Nationals as well.
See?
Because Pops used to be stationed over there for like a couple of years, so I would always go over for the summertime for like 3 weeks and go to the ballpark.
That's what I'm saying. So when the Mariners get shit out, I got to have someone to where I can go like,
when the Nationals won the World Series like 2 years ago,
yeah,
I didn't say a fucking word. I said, huh?
Congratulations.
Said, good job, boys. Okay. But if it's the Mariners, I'm fucking dude. Dude.
Ragtagging that shit.
Yes, we are.
All right, so the Mariners got their asses plowed 2 days in a row.
The Seahawks got their asses plowed.
The Seahawks got their asses plowed.
What? Okay, my thing is what I gotta fuck the game. Okay, it's preseason. All right, I'm not worried about the game.
True.
Why did we have our starters dress up like full pads, everything, and then they just wore that shit all night?
Moral support. Makes them look good. Makes them go, check it out. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm with the team. I'm ready to rock and roll. If one of our backups get hurt, I'm ready to not go in. I'm ready to sit here and watch the other backup go in and maybe get hurt. That's what they're there for. But you know what? They slap that fucking jersey and pads on and they look like they're ready to fucking get they look like they're gonna smack the other team so hard. They might even walk out into the center of the field and do the whole handshake and whatnot. You got to have your preseason practice center of the field handshakes. Come on, man. Tavares Jackson went 7 for 7 or whatever he did with the coin flips. He had to practice somewhere. He had to have one where he was off. You waste that shit in preseason. That's
why. Fuck, are you rambling on?
That's why they pad it up. You're like, what's going on over here?
God damn. All right, back to fucking the real point.
That's what. Okay.
I don't know, dude. I see your point that moral support. There ain't no fucking moral support when you're losing 33.
I'm saying it's 30-3. They've all thrown their backups, like backup to the backups, and like, hey man, call the practice squad guy and let him come kick a field goals.
We had our practice squad quarterback out, the Magoo guy.
Oh no,
dude, he's been on the squad for like 4 years. Okay, so you should probably know. How we do things in Seattle. He looks like ass.
Well,
like real ass.
I didn't get to like watch the game because I was working. I
tried giving him a little praise last pod.
Was he a hot steaming pilot?
Dude, about as good as your Call of Duty skills. All right, pretty poor.
I go negative every game.
Oh, I do too. I get fucking wrecked.
So that's pretty bad.
I always hear those kids talking shit too. I'm like, I can't even say anything because if I'm all I got is like, get a fucking life. But I'm doing the same shit, so it's like.
Did Gino? Wait, we got Gino, right?
Yeah, he's concussed though.
Oh, you son of a bitch, Gino.
Dude, Gino got wrecked the first game.
Oh, did he?
Oh, my God.
Like I said, I haven't been able to watch. I've been working each time we've been playing. I just get like 30 seconds to glance up, watch the game, and I got to do something. So he got ragtagged, though?
He got ragtagged.
Okay, so now we've got McDouchey in, and he got kind of sucks. He just sucks. Well, that's no shit in what you were just saying. Being on the practice squad for 4 years, like, I get it. You might not be up to game speed because you've been sitting on the practice squad for 4 years, but you would think that if they hold on to you for 4 years, that maybe there would be like maybe they're working on me. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe they like me here. I should probably actually learn the playbook. I should probably get everything fucking down pat. And so I'm wondering if he sits on the practice squad and is like just collecting a paycheck because he knows he's athletic enough to do so, or if he's actually like trying to learn the playbook, trying to do some shit with his life, and his football skills are just like my Call of Duty skills, and he's just kind of not the best at it.
I'm gonna go with the second one.
You think so? You think he's actually trying? You don't think he's just out there on the practice squad half-assing it to collect a paycheck?
No, I think he's trying.
Okay, well.
You have to try to honestly be on the practice squad for 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to want it. All right.
True.
So he's probably not half-assing it, or else they would have been like, all right, next half-asser in for the practice squad,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Nice sweatshirt, dude.
Hey, thanks. Potato. I love hot moms. How'd your fantasy draft go? In saying that, how did what's your team look like?
Well,
I was going to say, I wanted to at least mention this before we bounce on out of here.
So I got Zeke.
Ooh.
Okay, I got Zeke first round because I was 5th pick. Here's the problem with being middle round.
5th pick, Zeke?
I got 5th pick, Zeke, yeah.
Oh, damn.
You got to go running back.
Yeah, I'm just surprised he went 5th.
So, McCaffrey went first. Cook went second. Derrick Henry went 3rd. Alvin Kamara went 4th.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it was between Zeke or Nick Chubb, and I was like, I'm going to go Zeke because he looks like a fucking animal on Hard Knocks this year. And
he's reliable.
He's reliable, but Nick Chubb, he shares a committee with Kareem Hunt. So, even though he just got paid that new 3-4 year deal or whatever, he's still going to be sharing with Kareem.
Oh, if he just got paid, he's going to have a dookie year.
We'll see. I was big on him. I might try and snag him in my works draft this weekend. But
dude, how many fantasy leagues are you in? 3. I quit fantasy. I'm glad I quit fantasy a couple years ago because it was just getting to be too much for me. It took so much of my time to like do the research and whatnot and like pay attention to everything that I found myself that any free time I had, I was at work, check my phone for fantasy. Get off work, check my phone for fantasy. Go home, look at my roster, make sure everything was set right.
That's a bit much, though.
Yeah, dude, it was.
I literally just I listen to a bunch of podcasts, so at work I'll just throw in my earbud because it's super slow some nights, and I'll just listen to podcasts. And that's how I keep up with that. I don't do shit during the day.
Yeah.
Or anything. I don't like sit there on my fucking rankings tab and I'm like, oh, okay, this motherfucker got, so and so this week.
So are you guys a PPR league?
Half PPR.
I don't understand that.
So a catch is half a point instead of a point.
Oh, okay.
Bro, because you do not deserve 20 points or some shit or like 15 points if one guy randomly gets 15 catches. If he gets 15 catches, good for him, but that's a half point.
Fair enough. So PPR is how many quarterbacks?
One.
What is it? Like one quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, flex, kicker.
I got 2 flexes.
2 flexes, kicker, and a defense.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your quarterback?
Ryan Tannehill.
Who's he play for now?
Tennessee Titans.
Okay, he's still on Tennessee. All right, that's a good choice. Who's your 2 running backs?
Zeke and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, bro. That's my boy.
All right.
That's my boy.
We'll see what happens there.
My name was Fresh Prince of Hilaire.
Really?
It was my fantasy name.
Jesus. What? Now who's he play for?
Kansas City. Oh, yeah.
Wait, who's their? Is he their starter?
He was last year too, but then they picked up Le'Veon Bell.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Yeah. Who's your wide receivers? 2, right?
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb and DJ Moore.
Who do they play for?
CeeDee Lamb plays for Dallas, and then DJ Moore plays for Carolina.
All right. I can't say anything because I obviously don't know who the fuck they are.
It's okay.
2 flex players.
Travis Etienne, that rookie running back from Clemson.
All right.
He's on Jacksonville with his boy Trevor Lawrence, so I know they're already going to have a good connection.
Okay.
And then I got Jamar Chase, LSU wide receiver that played with Joe Burrow in LSU. Now they're both on Cincinnati.
Oh, shit. That'll be interesting to see this year.
Well, I don't know. Joe fucking fucked his knee up last year, and he tore like all the MCL, PCL, whatever CLs there are. Like,
okay,
so it might be a little iffy, but Jamar Chase is a stud.
That's kind of crazy though. A couple guys from LSU playing together, and a couple guys from fucking Clemson. You said playing together. Mm-hmm. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Which duo do you think is gonna do better
between Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, like if you were to pit those 2 up against each other.
Well, Travis Etienne's a running back and Jamar Chase is a receiver.
Okay, that's okay.
So different.
Little different there, you're right.
Different. But if Joe Burrow isn't as afraid of fucking his knee up again, him and Jamar are gonna have a big year.
Okay.
Well, I'm hoping so.
I'm hoping so. Okay, so those are your 2 flex. Who you got for your kicker?
Mason Crosby.
Oh,
old man from Green Bay. Oh, well, I know Aaron's on a mission this year to be MVP again, so they're going to be scoring a bunch, so I need some field goals and extra points.
Mason Crosby, he is a solid. I had him on my team years ago. He's a solid pick. I know that for sure. And defense?
Miami.
All right.
They got good corners, dude. Good corners and safeties.
All right. We'll see. We'll see how this is going to go. What you got sitting on your bench?
Jesus.
You got to check, don't you? You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I had a couple.
No, that's that'll be fun. I've never heard of half PPR leagues. It's I've only ever played regular. I never did PPR.
Half PPR is like a new thing.
Is it?
A couple of years ago it started.
Okay.
I got Curtis Samuel, A.J. Dillon, Henry Ruggs, Michael Pittman Jr., Terrence Marshall Jr., Devontae Parker, and Justin Fields. I snagged Justin Fields.
I don't know who that is.
The rookie quarterback from Ohio State playing in Chicago.
Dude, you want to hear something sad? Is I don't know who any of those players you just mentioned are. Damn. I've been out of the fantasy game for that long. Like, I've been...
You watch football? You don't even have to play fantasy to know that.
I do, but I don't... Like, I watch football. I don't indulge myself in football anymore. I used to, like, watch every team, follow who was on what team. Even when I wasn't doing fantasy, I would just like to know who was playing where, who was good, who was kind of trash. And it got to the point, like, through college and whatnot, and then through working at a restaurant and being a bartender and just being busy and having to work every Sunday, basically, not getting to watch a whole shit ton of games all the time. You just kind of lose track of everyone, and you just kind of be able to keep tabs on, like, the big guys, the fucking DK Metcalf, Russell Wilson, like the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's, the Gronks, like if you watch a little bit of football, you know these names kind of thing. I don't know the Clyde Edwards-Helaire or whatever the fuck you just said and all those other goddamn names. Like, I don't. They're the duo from LSU, the duo from Clemson. Like, I know who Trevor Lawrence is because was he like first round pick or some shit or
first overall?
First over, yeah. I knew he was like a hot commodity coming out of college. And
Sunshine.
Yeah, he's like the blonde kid. Yeah,
like
that's
sunshine.
Right. Yeah. So like I know a little bit here and there, but I don't. Dude, I have not like kept up on everything in so long. So long. It's bad.
You're a disappointment.
I know.
I'm a dick. Here.
All right, let's end this bitch. 52 minutes in.
Yeah.
I call it good.
All right.
Riggedy roll. Let's go home. Meet my sister's boyfriend.
I'm not meeting him. But good luck to you. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Like and subscribe. If not, oh well. Love you guys.
Love you guys.